Missing this one thing could be the reason why you're not getting new customers or the right customers into your business. And no matter what you do in your marketing efforts, you're always going to struggle until you get this figured out. In this video, we're going over what to say to attract the right customers. Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Liquid Digital Marketing Podcast. In this episode, we are talking about what to say to attract the right customers. So what we're gonna go over really is clarifying your messaging. The messaging you're using in your blog post, on your website, in your social media posts, in your social bios, everywhere. Once we go over how to clarify your messaging, it's really going to hone in who you help, how you help them, and why they should care. We're going to break this down into 3 parts. But first, let's talk about clarifying your messaging. So what is the point of clarifying your messaging? So messaging is how you are going to articulate what you do in a way that compels the right people to take action. So that is the purpose of clarifying your messaging. It's getting crystal clear on what you do, who you do it for, and why they should care. Step 1 in this is to define your distinctive messaging statement. So this should include what you do, who it's for, and why they should want it. So don't confuse this though with your mission, right? So a lot of times some people will get this confused with like, oh, our mission is to, do this. So it's not your messaging statement is not about you. It's about them, whereas your mission is about you. Your mission is what's driving you to do what you do, right? Where your message is completely separate from that. So your message is what and how you communicate online, in your marketing, in your sales, on your client calls, everywhere. So it should be super clear. It should hopefully try to create a sense of like FOMO, right? The fear of missing out. They need your services, right? Like we want to create the messaging to be magnetic. We want people to be drawn towards you. So that fear of missing out factor. And it's not about you. It's about what you can do for them, right? So it's about them. Okay, so we're going to define your distinctive messaging statement. And here's the formula. So first off, it needs to be, again, who it is for. It needs to include what they are struggling with and what they want instead. So here's the formula. It's going to be, I work with, insert this type of person who is struggling with, insert this specific problem, and wants to, insert, have this result instead. So I have ours. Actually, let me pull it up. So I've been working on a few on our end just to kind of get some examples. So like, for example, we work with business owners who struggle to get steady stream of customers to grow and scale their business and just want to sleep at night, not having to worry about if they have more customers coming in. So that's needs probably a little cleaned up. But here's another example. I work with family dental practices who struggle to get and keep quality patients and want peace of mind in knowing they have a steady flow of patients so they can focus on dentistry. So there's like a couple examples, right? So use that formula for yourself to create your own distinctive messaging statement. And now you're going to take this statement and you're going to go to your website and you're going to go to your social bios and you're going to use this statement there. You're going to make sure that you have that because it's going to tell people that you work with them. You're going to identify with them by identifying that with their struggles and their pain points, and you're going to give them the magnetic, yes, this person gets me, I want to work with them, because you are stating the result they're going to get by working with you. Okay, so that's the distinctive messaging statement. So let's move on to the next one. So this is the central belief solution. So basically, this is what do they need to know or understand about you to know or feel that your services are the answer? What do they need to understand in order for them to say, oh, yes, they totally get me? Now, once you're clear on what this is, it's really going to be the central theme of everything you do. So it's going to be all like what you put in your blog post, in your social media posts, in your lead magnets, in your website copy. It's what do they need to understand? What is the problem they need to understand? And what do they need to know about you or your services in order for them to take that action? So that is the central belief solution. So work through those. Like, think about that. What these questions, answer these questions. Like, what do they need to believe in order to feel your services are the answer? So come up with the answer to this question, and this will be your central belief solution. This will be what they need to know or believe in order to work with you, or want to work with you, or feel that your services are what they need. All right, the next one and final one is defining the ultimate outcome. So this is the why should they even give a shit factor, right? Like, why should they even care? Like, all they really care about is what's in it for them, just like you. All you care about is what's in it for you, just like me. So that's just how we are. What's in it for them? So if someone came to you and asked you this question, what am I going to get out of working with you? Do you have a clear answer to that? Because most people don't. Most people don't have that answer. And I would say I have been guilty of that as well. So have an answer to that question. And here's how you're going to do it. So you need to define what are the values, the beliefs, and the outcomes that they're going to get from your services. And your statement should include so that you can blank. So my service is going to give you this outcome, whatever that is, so that you can have these life-changing benefits or have these life-changing things. So this is the ultimate outcome. That is the statement. I'm going to say it one more time. My service is going to give you this outcome so that you can, the ultimate outcome. So your homework is to, if you're not in a place to write these down, go back and write these down. So get these down and then work on them. Don't just sit down and just do it once. Like, come back to it and do it again, and then come back to it and do it again. What you're going to do is you're going to end up getting more defined. You're going to get more clear. You're going to reread it. You're going to have more ideas. It's not always going to come in one setting. So you have to come back to it. So create a document, put it on your desktop, and start defining these statements and really work on them and really start paying attention to the conversations that you're having and the questions that you're seeing out there, and, identifying these things, and then start putting them onto your social media platforms, onto your website, and start seeing what resonates with people. So this is really, once you get this dialed in, it's really going to change everything. It's going to make your life easier. It's going to make your potential customers want to work with you. If you have any questions on this, please let me know. We are here to help. Also, with that being said, I would love to invite you to our private Facebook group. And I don't know that I've ever formally done an invite to our Facebook group in this podcast. And I just realized that. So we have a Facebook group, if you're not already in it, that really is kind of dedicated to motivated business owners just like you. So it's called Motivated Business Owners, growing your business online. And I think you would find a ton of value in it. It's filled with other motivated business owners just like you. And basically what I do in there is I'll go and I'll do lives and dig deeper into these podcast episodes. I'll do some additional trainings. It's really revolving around everything: business growth, marketing, website, lead generation, all that related. It's a place for us to connect one-on-one outside of these podcasts, and a place for you to connect with other business owners. And really, I just want to invite you to come check it out and see if it's for you. All right. If you have any questions on this episode, please let me know, and we'll see you in the next episode.